bit of heat online. What's going on there?
I suppose I'm not allowed to have children and I won't be a good mother because I did porn when I was 19.
That's ridiculous.
It's misogynistic, it's sexist. I've been retired for 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
It's really messed up for people to keep putting that on me, especially with all the work that I've done. For people to keep dragging me back into that, I just think it's a little unfair.
Yeah, well, you do a fair bit of the businesses that you own.
None of my income.
I saw you.
All right, let's wrap, man. All right, a lot of y'all saw the video that I just uploaded, you know what I'm saying, about the girl being a porn star. And quite honestly, I watch a lot of porn myself, and I have no idea who the fuck this is. I think that's low-key what makes it funny. But anyway, right? Let's take this from the top. And, you know, the reason why I decided to come out here and record real quick is because, you know, I'm waiting on a goddamn shower at the truck stop. Lo and behold. Second, you know, some topics just grab me. You know, I try to look at things from an objective standpoint. And lately, I've been doing things in a way of where it's like my own personal opinion. Like, I'll tell you what I think most guys think. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I try to put an asterisk on it or make it solid, motherfuckers want to argue with me about shit that I know is right. You know what I mean? But that's just the internet. That's just social media. So I expect those type of things. So I don't get mad about it. All right, one. People got to understand, and this goes for everybody, that certain shit just comes from certain shit. Know what I mean? I think the difference between men and women on this subject is, for one, men don't really give a fuck or catch the backlash as bad. Like, a man could be a porn star, because I have to, you know, look at things objectively, and this is what I think, right? A man could be a porn star, and I don't think it would stop a man from getting married. If anything, it'd make women more attracted to him. Like, women, I believe personally, women are attracted to shit that's bad for them. And if a woman's been looking at you on porn for God knows how long, and then she actually meets you in real life, like, she's gonna be intrigued by it. Like, women get interested in shit like that. Like, I personally believe stuff like that makes a woman's antennas go off. Now, the other side of the argument, not so good. Okay, so let's say, for the sake of argument, that you're a porn star, like this girl is. You know what I mean? Like, cool, you become a porn star at 19. And granted, you decide to not do this, and this is not your life, and this is not the rest of your life, and this is not what you're gonna do forever and everything. You know what I mean? Men are gonna hold this over you till the day you die. You know what I mean? Because you were having sex publicly. Like, you know, I get it that, you know, women do stuff for money, like strip and, you know, and OnlyFans, and, you know, I personally believe that a lot of women don't believe that the laws of gravity apply to them, and they don't really think about what side of what counter effect that some of the things they do apply to them. Like, a woman can smack a man, for example, you know what I'm saying, and not get arrested. A guy punch a chick, he's going to jail. The difference is men know the boundaries of the shit they can and can't do with certain shit. And the laws of nature have taught, you know, society, and this is my personal belief, and I think a lot of guys agree with me on this. The laws of nature have taught society, you know what I'm saying, the way society is set up, to forgive women for a lot of shit. Like, you're supposed to, like, not judge a girl on shit, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to let her pass go. You're supposed to not say anything to her about anything that she does that is bullshit. And this is how a lot of guys feel. Now, in my personal belief, I think it's going to take a special type of man, you know what I'm saying, to really look past the things that she's done on tape. And granted, she's been retired for 3 years, you know what I'm saying? But to any guy that meets you and that can pull your name up from Pornhub, because honestly, I have no idea who this is, you know what I'm saying? Say for the sake of argument that she met a guy, like she just went and dated some random guy, and he didn't know who she was, and then he accidentally seen her on tape, or whatever the case may be, on Pornhub doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? He's gonna, like, dead the whole thing immediately, because guys don't want to, I bit my jaw. Guys don't want to be fucking known or be with a girl that's like a known hoe. Now, in my personal belief, I believe most girls are hoes, you know what I'm saying? And that's not me saying that from a judgmental place, but what I'm saying is by definition of what the average man would call a hoe, which means, like, a girl sleeps around. Like, I personally believe, I know for a fact that women sleep around. So when it's like I find out a girl has the past, like, it's like I don't even get mad about it. Like, you meet a fucking 23-year-old and it's like, oh, well, you're a hoe. Well, no, that 23-year-old likes sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the way men are set up these days is like, oh, nah, she's a hoe for sleeping with 10 guys. That's why most women try to cover their, like, things they do, or hide their body count, or lie about their body count, because they know guys are gonna grill the fuck out of them for it, like the average guy. Now, on the other side, I think of this argument, and I keep biting my fucking jaw, there are some guys that are gonna get turned the fuck on by this. Like, some niggas are wild niggas. Is like, shit, you did all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing it on tape, you know, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, shit, I'll be with you. Because she gonna probably give this man the most lit sex of his life. All of it really depends on perspective. Now, as far as her saying the shit is misogynistic, listen, ain't nothing misogynistic about a man not wanting to be with a known porn star. Like, you're knowingly sucking dick on tape. Like, I'm not the judgmental type. You know what I'm saying? And generally, I think it's a guy with game that doesn't really have no type of like walk around sense that believes that really gets mad at shit like this. Because it's like, well, I mean, she's just doing what most girls do on tape, off tape. You know what I'm saying? It's just the difference between this and her is like, picture you at a barbecue with your friends, right? And this is the girl you're with. And one of the guys at the barbecue just happens to recognize this chick, and then he pulls her up on Pornhub, like, and he passing it to his homeboy and everything, and his homeboy's like, oh, that's such and such from Pornhub, like, damn, she's really here, he's with this chick. But them niggas gonna pull you to the side, like, you know, you with a chick that's on Pornhub. Like, the point I'm making is niggas do not want to be involved in that fucking conversation or that argument or look stupid. Now, back in the day, you know what I mean, like, a woman could do all this type of shit before the internet existed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a man that had to know her or see her around within a couple block radius would have to know that she sleeps around. You know what I'm saying? And to make this shit so funny, what I think is also kind of funny is that niggas really either A, jack off to this chick, you know what I'm saying, or B, have a body account just as high. So it's like, when I hear about niggas like roasting women for body counts and shit like that, it just makes me think like, well, bro, you're adding to the body count. Like, you're a part of the problem, technically speaking. But again, she can't get mad. I mean, and really, she really can't get mad. She feels like it's misogynistic and guys are being jerks. And it's like, well, I don't think you, like, it's almost like women want to get married, but it's almost like you don't give a fuck about what the average guy may think of you about doing some of the shit you do. Now, I mean, like, you know, if I was a woman, I'd be like, listen, if you're gonna do some hoe shit, keep that shit completely off the internet. If you're gonna do some fly shit or some slick shit or some shit you know niggas gonna judge you on, keep that shit off the internet. Because one thing about it is, once you put it online or on social media, that shit is time stamped. Like, what I mean is, like, you could have did some shit at 22. You know what I'm saying? And again, jobs do the same type of shit. You could have like did some shit at 22, and then now you want to be a fucking, let's say, Microsoft Tech. You know what I'm saying? And the people at Microsoft Tech, like, Google search your name. You know what I'm saying? And the Pornhub shit pops up, and now you can't get a job because you sleep around with people publicly. Now, the difference is like, you can sit there and you can sleep around. Literally, you can. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if no one knows about it, then technically speaking, it doesn't exist. Like, that's like when niggas is like, oh, well, body count. I'm like, okay, so which one of you niggas is walking around with a magic body count meter? You wouldn't know if a girl was holding or not unless she told you. I can understand her frustration looking at it from a woman's point of view, because society has taught women that they can do whatever the fuck and there's no consequence for it. Like, you can smack a man and you're not gonna go to jail. You can get pregnant with a bunch of kids and you can still get married. You can sit there and be a porn star in public and still get cuffed up. Like, and I partially blame niggas for this, because it's like a lot of y'all will sit there and wife these type of chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not judging her per se, but it's like, it's almost like you wifing a girl like that makes it okay for her to go out there publicly and do this type of shit, and then be like, okay, let me come back and get and settle down 135, and you know what I'm saying? And my homeboys can just pull up your video on Pornhub and be like, yeah, girl, I remember when your girlfriend was sucking dick, you know what I'm saying? Your wife and such and such. Like, niggas do not want to hear them stories. Like, guys do the same shit too. The difference is women really care a lot less about the type of shit that a nigga used to do. I personally believe. I'll tell you, I think personally a woman's like tolerance when it comes to relationships is a lot longer than a man's is. Like, a nigga, like a lot of niggas out here really be cheating on y'all, beating y'all ass, ragging y'all out, fucking y'all best friends, and y'all will take them niggas back like it ain't nothing. And then when a man don't do the same shit, because men are not hardwired like that. Like, listen, you dog me publicly. Like most men, you dog them out publicly in public. Like, you embarrass me, it's over with, because it's like, I'm not finna be with the known hoe. That's how most guys think. It's like, I'm not finna be with the girl that slept with a bunch of dudes and had sex with this nigga that, you know, that's on Pornhub now. I'm not finna be with that. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part is, you know, on the other side of the spectrum, if you are a super open-minded person, this will probably be the best sex of your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can look past all the other shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess my argument might not hold as much weight, because there is a guy somewhere that will marry a chick like this. Just saying. And I know how women kind of looking at it like, oh, well, men are always judging us. Men are always sizing us. But here's the thing. Unless you plan on getting married to a fucking woman, then yeah, what a man thinks about you is important to a degree. Like, I think that's what rubs me the wrong way with the internet is like women want to go out here and shake their ass and, you know, thought it up basically, you know what I'm saying? And listen, I am not the judgmental type when it comes to that. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But at the same time, you can't get mad at niggas from pulling up your video from 4 years ago when you was in that twerk contest and shit on fucking Facebook. And a lot of y'all like the attention from the whole shit, but you don't necessarily want to deal with the backlash from it. Like, again, you can do your whole shit. Just be careful about how you do your whole shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If this girl was like, I say an escort, let's say for sake of argument, this girl was like a Backpage chick, I think she would have probably been cuffed up by now because niggas wouldn't know that you were that girl. You know what I mean? It's all about what you... Hoeing is really about what you can prove. Like, and if a nigga don't... Listen, a girl could have fucked, like, let's say 500 dudes. Let's say for sake of argument, right? A girl could have fucked like 500 dudes. But if no one knows you did it, does it technically exist? If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Hell no. I mean, yeah, it makes a sound. The tree makes a sound. You get where the fuck I'm going with that. Like, no one's gonna be there to hear it. Like, okay, well, you did, listen, you did this, did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, every woman has a past. Like, every woman has a past. You know what I'm saying? Whether your past is out there publicly to where other people can embarrass you about it when you're in a relationship with this woman is another thing. You know what I'm saying? And most men, if they find out who this chick is or pinpoint her from somewhere, they're not gonna fuck with her. Like, seriously. And I think women need to really take that type of thing into account when they do certain shit. But I know how the world works. Y'all gonna do what the fuck y'all want to do. Y'all gonna go out. And again, like I said, the average hoeing, you know what I'm saying? I don't think no man should have a problem with a woman having a past necessarily. Like, I mean, if she was just sleeping around like on some regular shit and just living life, like nigga, grow up and get over yourself. But I can understand a man like not wanting to be with a woman that was on Pornhub. Like you met this chick and then she got all these videos of this shit out there. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why a man would not want to be with that, because that's a lot to deal with. Like, this is who you used to be, and it's like and then you want to come back into man world. It's almost like women want to do all this shit and then come back and be like, well, look, I want a good man. And a good man is looking at you like, nah, I'm good on this. Like, I found a woman that ain't out there like that. Like, yeah, you might be great in bed, but you got too much going on, and you ain't finna embarrass me at my job. Like, this is how the man's psyche works, is what I'm saying. But I just want to get off my chest while I'm waiting on my fucking shower at the fucking truck stop. Y'all have a good evening.